What are his thoughts about you? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Mia Moksha, here on Mostly in the Moment for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at his overall thoughts about you and his thoughts of you right now. So if he's thinking about you at the time that you're watching this reading, we're going to see exactly what it is, whether it's something big or if there's something cute and minor. And so I think this will be a really fun reading. We have 4 piles here. You may choose a pile based on the number, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. You can always choose more than one pile if you want more information on the reading or if you want to check out different connections. And the timestamps are below. I always read for all different kinds of love situations. So whether you're in a relationship, dating, single, in little to no communication, it should resonate. There should be a message in there for you. So with that, I hope you enjoy the reading and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 1 with the clear quartz and the Ace of Roses. It says first impression rose right here. It's the Ace of Wands. So let's look at his thoughts of you overall and right now. So let's see what he thinks of you overall. 4 Pentacles. You're like a really good saver, I'm getting. You're really good like budgeter. You're really good with your money. Or like you show signs that you're really good with money. Like someone you want to live with, someone who's going to be responsible, has a good head on their shoulders. I feel like because you've come from like some sort of scarcity time frame in your life. Maybe you grew up without that much money, or it could have been like that you just kind of grew up with good budgeting skills really implanted into you or something. But there's something about like, oh yeah, like pile 1 should be really good to live with because she knows how to budget. She knows how to find like the same kind of curtains for cheaper. She knows how to make everything still look great, but find like maybe be able to find it in weird areas. Like maybe you can find rare pieces, but like in garage sales or online, like you can do the research to find these things. There's something about you make the home special within your means. So no matter how much money you make or how much money the two of you make together for your household, you have what it takes to still live the life that you want, but within your means. They value this about you. You know, you can buy the same outfit for like $100, $200 for like $40, $50. You know, there's something about like, you know how to create the look for less or something like that. Like you know how to use your skills, your abilities to still make the thing special. There's something about like you look rich. You look rich, or you look like you come from like an affluent family. You look like kind of royal, or like you come from like an aristocrat family. Like you might have really good features, or you carry yourself in a certain way where it's like, oh, you can't tell what your background is. Yeah. You carry yourself really well. This person really sees the value in you because he's like, yeah, this is a woman that you can like rob a bank with or go to like a high-end like red carpet moment. You know, like this is someone you can bring to like anywhere, anything, and she'll like be able to figure it out or something like that. But there's like a huge emphasis on something with the home and something about like saving. Maybe when you're in between relationships, you don't just promiscuous. Like, I feel like you kind of save yourself for someone that you love, or something like, you can't have it for free, like, or something like or you really know how to handle yourself in a lot of different situations, like in social situations, in romantic relationships, and romantic interests approach to you, and also at home. I feel like this person, he's really impressed because he didn't realize how helpful and how much like of a contributor you'd be in a relationship. Something about like if he's struggling with something, like, I don't know, he's like working on some project at the home, bringing something in from the car or something like that, like, you don't have to think twice. You just kind of step into whatever activity that he's doing that he needs help in. There's something about like you're very involved, you know what to do without having been told. And he finds that really valuable, because I feel like a lot of people that he's met needs to be like told, oh, hey, can you help me with this? Or he doesn't feel like asking them. Like, you just naturally help the person. You're really good in a relationship like that too, because you just kind of step into a role where it feels like you've lived together forever, I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of like if he needs something, he doesn't need to ask. You just kind of know. You just kind of tell, kind of thing. Really good intuition. Okay, so what else is his thoughts about you? Ancestral lineages. Okay. He feels like you come from a long line of like hard workers, or people who passed along like really good information. There's something about like how to take care of a household, take care of a relationship, take care of like children, take care of like family events, take care of like a dinner party, take care of like even like fixing things around the home, or knowing when someone needs help but doesn't always ask, things like that. Like, there's something about like, wow, this woman is like special, like someone taught her the right way, and I feel like you do come from a long line of strong women, people who really work hard and have a really strong intuition. So it's just kind of, you're always ahead of the curve, like you're always getting things done, knowing how to prioritize things, like a really strongly, very, very stable, good head on your shoulders kind of woman. Yeah. He really appreciates this about you. You're good looking and you know how to dress, but like this is what like, and that's like a dime a dozen, but this is what people don't have. This right here, like knowing how to get things done. You do. And yeah, he values that very, very much, because he doesn't see it that much at all. So the first impression is just like, wow, like this woman gets things done. She knows how to live within her means. She knows how to be responsible. She knows how to live in this society. She knows how to work the system to her advantage. Like she's got it. She's got it down. She's got it all. All right. So what does he think about you in a relationship overall? I feel you leaving me behind. There is a little bit of a worry that like he might think that you're too good for him, or that he can't provide in a relationship as much as you can, because it's not that you're a hard worker physically, like, maybe you cook a lot, you clean a lot, you go to work, you don't complain, like if your feet are sore, you get a foot soak, or you get a massage or something, like you take care of yourself really well, and you take care of like more responsibilities than most. Like you take care of the relationship, the home, other people, friends and family. Like you are so on top of things that he kind of feels a little intimidated sometimes, because I feel like this person that you're reading for, pile one, he is also kind of like you in that way, that he's like takes care of people, takes care of his woman, make sure that he takes care of the home, is on top of projects and things like that. But sometimes he feels like you're a little bit stronger or better than him in that sense of taking care of stuff. And so sometimes he's like feels like he's always trying to one up you. He's always trying to like kind of get to your level or surpass you, but you always seem to kind of take on more. And he's just like, how does she do it? You know, like, how does she do this? And then on top of that, like, have time for herself and to enjoy life. Like, how does she have enough time in the day to do all this? Like, and I feel like pile one, you like this guy because he's also very similar to you, where he has a good head on his shoulders. He's very stable. He's very secure. He gets things done. He lives within his means. He knows how to save for the future. You know, it's like these qualities that like you don't see so much all the time. Especially, yeah, if they're like good looking as well. It's like, how do you have all these qualities, and how do you have enough energy in the day to do all this? What else does he think about? Yeah, willpower. And came out in reverse. Both these cards came out in reverse. So this is something he's been thinking about recently, about like the workload that the responsibilities both of you have taken on in this connection. Like, am I doing enough? Does she think I'm doing enough? Do I have the strength, the energy to keep up with her, with how much she does for us, how much she does for in life, for the home, for the connection, like everything, you know? And he likes the challenge. He likes that you challenge him to kind of push himself to do more, but he's also kind of worried that like, what if he can't, you know? It's like, but the thing is, he does a lot already. So like, this is like a worry that's not really a worry. Yeah, we have a minor arcana. This is not like it's not a big deal. Like, this is the way you are built. And this is the way that like your mother taught her mother, and your grandmother taught your mother, and how the mother taught you, or something like that. There's like a lineage I'm getting like of like strong women in your family. So it's just kind of like normal to you, and you don't expect other people to be the same in your life, but you expect your partner to be. So there is a little bit of expectation from your side for him to like step up, but that's why you chose him, because he is more responsible and he does step up more than you've ever met. All right, so let's look at what he's thinking about you now. If he's thinking about you now, specifically when you're watching this reading. Winter. Okay, so he's thinking about winter. Some memories he's had with you during the winter. And you know, this is a timeless reading, but it's so weird. It's April. It's been like a freak snowstorm where I am. Like, just out of the blue, it just started snowing when it's supposed to be like spring. And so it's kind of crazy. But I feel like it might be a colder day than usual where he's at. And he's kind of thinking about memories of the two of you when things were a little bit colder. Maybe you had some like made some soup or some hot chocolate and cuddled up and like watched some movies. Like, he's thinking of like fond memories of the two of you when it was cold out. So he is thinking of you. That's so cute. Okay, the universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. He's noticing that like every time he thinks of you, he like is reminded how much he loves you. So I'm getting like, even if you two kind of have a fight, or even if you two kind of are at a distance sometimes, or kind of like, you know, busy during the workday, or kind of busy with other things, he is so happy that you two have so many like nice warm memories, that like when he thinks of you randomly, like today, like it might have been slightly colder than usual. Maybe he had the AC on too much, or it was like, you know, a day where he had to wear double layers or something like that. And he's like thinking of you. You know, whenever you're watching this, if you're watching this in the summertime, it's like maybe, yeah, the AC is on or something. But he's like thinking of a moment with you, a memory that just pops into his head. And he's like kind of smiling, like kind of like happy that he has so many good memories with you that even if you two are busy today and not really don't really have a chance to like catch up today, like he's happy that like he can still think of you and be reminded of your love. That's so cute. Okay, so what about relationships? In terms of relationships, is he thinking about something in terms of relationships with you right now? King of Pentacles. Okay. So he really does feel like lucky to be in a relationship with you, or to be a contender to be in a relationship with you. Yeah, this person really values quality time and a nice home. Good food, good body, good, intimate moments. Like he really values the like more sensual things in life. And so pairing up with someone who is the queen to his king, values some similar things, he's like, I'm lucky. I'm lucky. So that it might have been a situation, like, because I'm getting like there's a little bit of space. Like, he's thinking of you fondly because maybe you two kind of had like a little, like, quick argument, or maybe it's been a minute since you two have gotten in touch with each other. But like he's reminded of these like cute moments with you, and he's reminded how much he loves you, and he's reminded how lucky he is to be in a relationship with you, or to be in a connection with you. So he's feeling really happy to be in this relationship with you. Hold your vision. It came out in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting that, okay, there's this energy of like frustration, not right now, but like maybe in the recent past between the two of you. It might have been just like a quick like disagreement that you had over breakfast, or some like maybe miscommunication that happened, a day ago, a couple of days ago, a few weeks ago, or something like that. And so he's thinking, I'm so glad pile one keeps reminding me of good moments. I'm so glad that my own brain keeps reminding me of good moments, because I have to remind myself how good we have it. And this is the issue I think a lot of people have. It's like, you get into one argument and you want to break up over it after, like, it's just like there's a lot of people who are quick to make decisions, quick to go into an argument, quick to call it all quits. And he's just so grateful that like you are so much more grounded than he is. And he's pretty grounded. He's the King of Pentacles here, but he's pretty grounded. But he's so grateful that he found someone who's even more grounded than him, which he sometimes doesn't see, that can hold him down. They can hold this relationship down when he's being a little fussy. I'm kidding. But yeah, minor arcana. Nothing too major here, nothing to be alarmed about. Everything's pretty casual. This is kind of like a little hiccup. Maybe both of you had like a tiny disagreement, or maybe you wanted to meet up, but like, plans change or something. Or maybe you two were planning a date and were looking forward to hanging out and really needed it, and it got postponed or something like that. Or the two of you just felt like you weren't on the same page recently. So nothing really, not a big deal, but you can tell like he really like loves you. He has cute moments of memories of you that remind him how much he loves you. And he also is so happy that he's with someone who can keep him in line when he needs it. Because you're so grounded, and you're not like, I'm going to throw this relationship away because of one small stupid argument, 2 days ago. That means nothing, right? So I feel like, yeah, he feels like you're really grounded. And he feels really lucky to be with someone who is like more grounded than him sometimes. All right, pile one. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 11 with orange calcite and the Ace of Rings card. So it says first date here. Looking at his thoughts about you, or look at his thoughts about you overall, and then if he's thinking about you right this moment when you're watching this reading, his thoughts about you now as well. So let's start with his thoughts about you overall. The Empress. Oh my goodness. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get better than this. It doesn't get better than you. So I have this like overwhelming feeling that he just feels like he's never going to meet someone better. He almost sees you as like a celebrity. I don't know if you're on social media or if you do some sort of creative, if you're in a creative line of work. I don't know, you're just super talented, whatever it is that you do. It could be whatever field it is. It could be science, it could be art, it could be the media. But I feel like whatever it is that you do it so well. Like celebrity status. Like they have their own celebrity in front of them that they get to entertain and be lucky to be around. They are blown away by your talent, your skills. You look hot. You are drop dead gorgeous to them. Like they don't think they could ever find someone more attractive than you. Because it's the 1-2 punch. Like it's not just your looks, but your looks are amplified in his eyes because of your talent, your skills, and your abilities. It makes your looks come alive. It makes your beauty come alive, you know? I feel like there's like beauty where you can just see like a flat image. You just see someone in front of your face or a picture of them. It's like, oh yeah, okay, cool, that person's beautiful. But then there's like this beauty of someone coming alive when you see them doing their art, or if you see them in motion, even having dinner with them, the way they move their hands, the way they talk, the way their lips move, I'm getting their hair moves, like that's beauty in motion. That's like on a different level. That's like on a, like, you know, higher level. Wow. Okay. Solar plexus chakra. It feels like you're very charming, or you are able to kind of charm them, at least. Like whether you think you're introverted or extroverted, whether you think you are a good conversationalist or not, with them they feel like you're the most interesting person in the world. Like, you know, like there's no one else they'd rather talk to. They feel like the people that you do entertain, your friends, your family, it's just like your community, your audience, I'm getting, or your clientele or whatever, your viewers, your customers, like it's just like you're in your element. I'm getting like they love seeing that because they feel like you're in your element when you're talking to them, and so they get to see the best parts of you all the time, and they just feel so lucky that they get to experience that in life. Like that's how they're spending their life, is to see this beautiful art form, this beautiful person come alive in front of them every day, as much as, you know, as much as you will bless them with it. Or, you know, there's definitely a feeling of luck. Like I'm lucky to have her in my life, and I'm lucky to spend as much time with her as she'll allow, you know, kind of thing. Like he was like, I'll take spending time with her as much as possible, you know, like, because you do feel that too. You do feel like you're at your best with him, and like people, you know, you can tell when you're in your element with certain people, and he's definitely one of them, and you enjoy his company as much as he enjoys yours, and you like that you can be your full self, or you can be, you know, he encourages you, he supports you, and he allows you to be your best self, and you love that as well. I'm getting. Okay, so what does he think about you overall in terms of relationships? Just being near you is intoxicating. Yeah, literally, I was just saying that. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, your scent, the way that your hair looks, it's like the whole package, you know, like you have to experience it. You have to get the pile 11 experience, like, you know, to talk with you, to have dinner with you, to go on a walk with you, to see you do your work, to see you, like, you know, do your, like, just be you, just do whatever. It's like, it's intoxicating because it's like everything. You know when you get that surreal feeling and you're just like, oh my goodness, like this lighting with this music and this happening, it's like a, I don't know, you feel like you're in heaven or something like that. Like it's a surreal feeling when you get the perfect music to the perfect backdrop and the perfect situation, you know? Like that's how they feel around you all the time. They feel like surreal, like this isn't real. This is like we're in like a higher dimension. And I wouldn't be surprised if you two kind of like if your consciousness leaves to a higher dimension when you two are together, because I do feel like both of you spark this in each other, this energy. Okay, so also they feel answers. I'm getting, first of all, they don't know why they feel like this around you, because it is different. It's significantly different than anything they ever felt. And this is a different feeling than love, or than finding a soulmate, or than, you know, really hitting it off with that new romantic interest, or laughing with a friend. Like this is a different feeling. I can't even describe it because I'm trying to think. I'm like, have I ever experienced this before? It's like very rare experience, right? When you're with someone and everything just hits perfectly. But I feel like they feel like that with you all the time, and that's unusual. That's not a thing that like normal people experience often, right? Maybe once in a while, once in a great while. It's very rare, right? But they feel like they can hold that energy with you. They don't have the answers. They don't know why. But yeah, it's different than love. I can't explain it. It's like I'm Twilight line, their own brand of heroin kind of thing. And I also do get what the answer is. Like they find so much meaning for their existence and for life with you. That's why in the beginning I was kind of like, yeah, they're so happy that their life is mainly made up of spending time with you, because it's great. I can't I feel like what is that? I mean, I've done a lot, like all the drugs out there that you can probably try, but like I can't explain this feeling. And I've meditated. I've gone to different dimensions and talked to like ETs, and you know, I've been to, yeah, all different kinds of realms. This is weird. This is different. I can't explain it. It's like I'm seeing it through their eyes, and it's I don't know, a really good music video or something. It's even more, it's better than that. It's very surreal. I can't say it enough. That's how I feel. It's very surreal. It's like out of body experience, kind of. Okay. Wow. All right. So pile 11. Let's see how what they're thinking about you right now. If they're thinking about you right now, what are they thinking about? Princess, and came out in reverse. I'm getting, you have princess qualities. Such the Empress and now the Princess card. I feel like you have like regal qualities, or you have really like you come from royalty kind of energy, but you don't you don't harp on it. You don't act on it constantly, or you don't think that you're better than anyone else, you know? In fact, you don't even like think about it. I feel like you carry yourself so well that someone can be like nasty or mean or do something rude or say something stupid in front of you, and you'll just be like, whatever. Like, I feel like the way you handle yourself, the way that you respond is like a queen would, you know? And it's just kind of takes them aback, because it's like, wow, this person, like, you put them in their place by not lowering your energy, but by basically being your true self and not caring how you come off, but you come off cool as F, like, you know? Wow. I believe I'm worthy of good feelings or feeling good. I feel like you're someone who enjoys what you enjoy, and you're not asking for permission or forgiveness. Like, you are who you are. You have one life, and you choose to do what you like, do what makes you feel good, and you're not going to let anyone get in the way of that. I feel like you're someone who's like, oh, I only do what I want to do, or I only do what I feel like is right or feels good to me. I have no shame in telling someone no, or like canceling a date, or canceling an event, or like, you live on your own terms and with your own rules, and you're not apologetic for it, but you do it in a way that's still very fair, very honest, and very straightforward. Like, you wouldn't purposely harm someone or do wrong by somebody, but like, you aren't going to bend to anyone else. You're the queen, you're the princess, you're the empress. you know wow, they're in awe of that, because they're like, who has that natural ability to just behave that way, to react that way? Most people would get mad, or most people would just like, have the tendency to defend themselves or something. Like, you just like don't give an F. Like, it's a super admirable quality, because I feel like a lot of people kind of mess it up in their connections and their relationships, because they're like trying to think about like what would make your person happy, what would make the both of you happy, or like be really selfish and be like, what do I want only? But you kind of somehow warp the rules. Like, you can do right by somebody, do the right thing, while still standing up for yourself and what you want to do and what makes you feel good. You walk that line, and you do it so effortlessly. I'm amazed by you, Pile 11. Like, who are you? Everyone wants to be friends with you. Everyone wants to date you. Like, that's the quality that anyone would envy. Wow. All right, so in relationships, in terms of relationships, are they thinking about you? Pile 11. Six of Swords. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, so it came out in reverse. I feel like Pile 11, you're a person, he's taking notes, and I feel like this is a date. He's thinking about a date, or kind of like an outing, somewhere where you two can go. But I'm getting it's kind of close by. So I'm getting like maybe like a lunch, a dinner, maybe just grabbing a drink, or going for some coffee, or checking out like in a local artist, a local museum, or a new going, I don't know, like somewhere, going for a walk, going to a store, something just casual, but like entertaining. Checking out a new spot, music, new restaurant, snack place, something like that. So that's it. So he's thinking about I feel like he thinks about this often, like this quality that you have, because he can't describe it. It's very unique. The way he sees you, the way he feels around you is very unique. There's this, wow, this is whoa, like he sees life differently when he's around you. Like, I can't describe it. It's like a really cool, like, indie film is how I can describe it. And he thinks about that sometimes. Like, how unique you are, how much he admires you, how much it's different being around you. He likes that. He appreciates, like, if this is his life, just spending time with you, living a life with you, like, that is a life well lived in his eyes. And he's also thinking about, like, maybe where you guys are going to grab dinner next or something like that. Something a little more casual like that right now while you're watching this reading. So pile 11, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really, really, really appreciate a like or comment. You know, my messages are different. My messages are unique. I channel straight from source energy, and I hope someday that will pay off. Yeah, even after the years of doing this, you know, still waiting for it to pay off. So any likes or comments really, really helps in that way. And with that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 14. With the Ocean Jasper and Keep It Chill card. This is the Temperance card in this deck. So we're looking at his thoughts about you. We're looking at his overall thoughts about you. And if he's thinking about you right now while you're watching this reading, what his thoughts about you are. So let's start with his overall thoughts about you. 2 of Wires. That's a 2 of Wands. Okay. So I feel like he thinks you're keeping things chill. Like you're trying not to show too much interest, but at the same time, like showing enough. Like you're trying to play it off cool. Like, hey, like I don't know where this is going, but that's fine with me. Or if you two are like in the middle of a decision, it's like, hey, you know, I'm fine going either way. But like he feels like you do have an idea of where you want this to go or where you don't want this to go or what decision you want to make, and you're not telling him. You're trying to play, he feels like you're trying to play it cool to see what he would say. And because I feel like he is. I feel like one of you is mirroring the other, but one of you decided to play this game first, that like I'm not going to tell him unless he tells me, or it might be him. And so the other one is like, fine, you want to play that game? 2 can play that game. Like I will give you the same energy back, right? So both of you are trying to play it off like everything is like I said kill and chew. What I'm about to say is chill. That everything is chill and that, you know, you're waiting for the other person to say something or make a move or make, like, you know, give a hint about where this is going or what's happening next, what the decision is, and you know, no one's making a move. Everyone's like playing it off like nothing's the matter. You know, nothing's wrong here. Like, don't look at me. I'm just doing my thing. If you want to say something, you can say something. Okay. His thoughts about you right now, specifically you. Okay, Creator, Great Gateway Chakra. I feel like, so I'm getting this kind of energy of like they feel this kind of part of you opening up and seeing this connection from a different perspective. Like I feel like he's even seeing you kind of relate to your life differently. Like I feel like you're kind of opening up to a more authentic version of yourself and a more authentic version of your life or something like that. Like something where like you're waiting to see how things fall, like how things are placed before you make any moves, let the dust settle kind of thing. Yeah, so I feel like there's some big changes happening in your life, pile 14, and so you're like, I'm not going to commit to anything right now, or I'm not going to make this big move or big change in the relationship or in my life right now because there's a lot of moving parts or something like that. Maybe you're expecting something to change in your life. For some of you, I'm hearing maybe a past lover coming back or more potential romantic interests. Before you make a move in this connection, maybe you're looking at a potential job offer, or you're waiting to hear back from something, or there's something along the lines of you're waiting to kind of see what the universe has in store for you, because I feel like there's things happening in your life right now, pile 14, and you're kind of like, before I make a call in this relationship or this big move with my person. Like, I want to see where the dust settles. And I feel like he's picking up on that, and he feels it, like, too. Like there's big changes happening in your life, and you don't want to make a decision with him or in regards to this connection until you kind of have more information, until kind of things fall into place. Interesting. So he is kind of feeling this kind of energy about you. But this is the overall energy. So I feel like you do this a lot, or he feels like you do this a lot, where you don't give him like a direct answer, or you kind of change your mind about the direction you want to go in this relationship, or plans that you want to make with him. I feel like for some of you, he thinks that you're purposely being mean, but I feel like you're not. And for most of you, he feels like this is maybe just the way you are, where you don't make a decision unless you're 100% confident in it. And you can play the waiting game longer than anyone. You can be patient as heck, you know? And so he's a little bit scared of that, because, like, I feel like he's waiting to hear back on an important decision in regards to him in the relationship. And I feel like he's seen this before, where you just kind of like zone out, or you kind of like shut him out. Don't tell him anything, and not really make any moves or move this connection forward because of, I don't know, something you're not telling him. He feels like that. Even if you're not, even if you feel like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I tell him everything. I literally say, I spell it out for him. You know, he might not understand, because like with the creator gateway chakra, I feel like you are very well connected, and you can sense when things are changing in your life, or if things are already changing in the physical right now. You kind of know, like, oh, maybe I should wait till this. You know when to wait and when not to. So you kind of getting the idea of like, oh, I feel like my intuition is saying like I should wait to make this decision. But I feel like he doesn't understand how well you're connected with your intuition and how strong your intuition is. So he feels like you might be blowing him off, or cutting, like not telling him everything, or like kind of pushing him out of the decision or something like that. He might even know that that's not the case, but he can't help feeling that way. Okay, so what does he think about you overall in terms of relationship? We both know I am not the one for you. Oh, yeah. So I feel like he's been kind of feeling like you've been kind of just dragging him along a little bit, or it's inevitable that you're going to end up like ending things with him or cutting him off. Like he always knew that you were too good for him, that you always knew that you were too good for him, something like that. So he's kind of getting the feeling that you're about to end things with him, or things aren't going to work out between the two of you, or that you're not going to pick him or something like that. And so he's a little bit nervous about that, and he's kind of, or at least he's telling that to himself over and over in his head, like, oh no, like this is the beginning of the end, you know? Like, she's thinking about not being with me, like this might not work out. Like it's setting in for him, and it's giving him like a really like hollow feeling. Okay, so what else is he thinking? Spirit guide. Wow, yeah, look at these two very, very spiritual cards. The stellar gateway, or the creator gateway chakra, and the spirit guide. Pile 14, listen to your intuition. I feel like your spirit guides are yelling at you right now, being like, oh my god, pile 14, like listen, like wait, and like this might not be the right person for you, or there's someone else coming in, or you're not supposed to start this relationship in this way, or you know, you're not supposed to make this decision in the relationship right now. This is supposed to happen here or later. Or like, I don't know, I feel like your spirit guides are yelling at you, trying to get your attention. Be like, oh my god, pile 14, like listen, trying to get your attention. You might be seeing like number signs like crazy right now, or any kind of signs like crazy. So you have a feeling, you're like, maybe I should wait on this. but I feel like you're not 100% convinced that something so major is going to come into your life that's going to change the way that you interact with your person, your relationship with your person, the future with your person. You're like, oh, okay, I see a lot of signs. Maybe I should hold off on making this big decision in regards to a connection or whatever. But yeah, right. Yeah, right. That something big enough is going to come in that's going to change my decision. That's going to change our relationship. Like, yeah, right. So I feel like that's on your end. And on his end, he's just like kind of freaking out. Okay. Yeah, Power 14. Like, you never know, right? This is a timeless reading, but I'm recording this around a solar eclipse. And when Venus is changing signs. So there's like a huge energy of like, maybe unexpected things happen in love. Maybe someone makes bold moves in love. Yeah. Maybe some unexpected information comes through. Unexpected events and meetings. Like, who knows? This is energy of maybe unexpected things happen. Oh my goodness. I didn't even notice this, but I picked 14 for this pile, not realizing that this pile number's card was also 14. So 1414 might be significant. Might want to look that up too. Numbers already everywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay. So what about right now? Is he thinking about you right now? And if so, what about you? Faith. And then she has like, a blindfold over her eyes. Her eyes are covered. Also purple butterflies. Love that. So I'm getting blind faith. So I feel like, okay, because I see a woman here, I'm getting like, he thinks that you sometimes put too much faith in your intuition, in your inklings, your little downloads, your little pings. And like, he admires this about you because it's like, oh, like, I wish I trust my gut that much. But at the same time, kind of being like, oh, like, is she, a little cuckoo, like a little bit too trusting of her gut? And, is this, does this work for her? Does it actually work? Is she right most of the time? Who knows? Like, he just feels like you're putting too much blind faith into the unknown versus someone who's here right in front of him, right in front of you, ready to take this next step in the connection or make this big decision in regards to connection with you. I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day. I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. Yeah. I feel like he doesn't understand sometimes your relationship with the universe. I do feel strongly, Pal 14, that you have a stronger connection with source energy, the higher power, God, whatever, universe, whatever you want to call it. I feel like you do have definitely a stronger bond with creator energy. And although we're all connected to source energy, some of us have a stronger bond than others, just maybe because we had more past lives, maybe we're older souls, or just because that's our, path in life. So I do feel like you have more faith in the unknown and more faith in the divine doing things for your highest and best good. But he is thinking about that right now. It's like, oh, like, why is she putting in so much faith in something she's not sure about? Like, I'm right here, I'm a real person, and our goals are real, our future is real, our decision right now is here and now, like in this moment. Like, where is she? Where's her mind? So I don't know if I've ever looked up a purple butterfly. I'm the kind of person, I'm like, oh, if I see a feather, I look up the color feather. If I see a butterfly, I look up the color butterfly. Like, I get all the signs, And I don't think I've ever looked up a purple butterfly before. So I was really intrigued. I looked it up. Purple butterfly, a very powerful or rich or enlightened person will come your way. And there's another one that says, Purple has always been a color associated with royalty and wealth. Seeing a purple butterfly may indicate that an important person may soon make an appearance in your life. Purple butterfly means divine intervention. When you are facing a lot of problems, seeing a purple butterfly will encourage you that there is always a light on the road that will show you its good side. So I'm getting, okay, and then purple butterfly depicts spiritual transformation, a rebirth from a darker place, an end of one cycle, and the beginning of another. Purple butterfly energy creates a strong sense of vision, purpose, and higher destiny. Purple butterflies are here to remind you that there is more to the universe than you understand. If you tune into its frequency, you will experience a level of consciousness that will bring healing and transformation. Pile 14. I strongly believe there is like a divine counterpart that is entering your life right now. And so if you pick this pile with a specific person in mind, intentionally, like you use your intuition and you intuitively pick this pile thinking of a specific person in mind, I'm getting that you might even know yourself, that you are meant to come into union, cross paths with, meet someone who is as divinely connected as you. Wow. Okay. So what is your person that you were thinking of when you picked this pile? What do they think about you right now in terms of a relationship? We got to put in the work. Yeah, because I do feel like he's kind of going with it. He's like, okay, you know what? She trusts her intuition and maybe she needs more time to kind of feel more solid about the direction we're going in. That's fine. I'm just going to continue putting in work. She seems like she's putting in work, and I feel like you are. You're like someone who's like, you're walking the line. I'm getting with the Two of Wands here. Like you're putting in effort, but you're not putting in so much that or making this decision or whatever. You're putting in energy and effort into this connection as much as he is. But you have your guard up. You know, you're kind of suspect because I feel like the universe is giving you mad signs, like so many signs. Like even in this reading, we got 1414 and purple butterfly. Like what? That doesn't happen. Like mad signs just even in your reading. Yeah. I feel like the spirit guides are like trying to get your attention and being like, hey, like wait, be patient. There's something happening in your life. Specifically, I'm getting for a lot of you, you might have like a divine counterpart entering your life soon, or a higher level soulmate, or ultimate soulmate, or twin flame, whatever you want to call it. I do feel like someone significant is entering your life soon. It could be romantic right off the bat, or it could be, you know, something like a colleague or a friend or something at first. But yeah, pile 14. I know I don't want to see this in your head if this isn't the if you don't already think so, but I think you already do. Especially if this is your pile, this is your energy. Yeah. If it's not, you can always pick another pile, or you can click off, or you can find another tarot card reader, because I'm done with people who can't like understand politeness or common sense. God, there's so many people without common sense. Okay, okay, so the guy that you're thinking of right now, take time to breathe out. Yeah. So I feel like the two of you will kind of continue, you know, dating, seeing each other, you know, supporting each other, being there for each other, but kind of at a distance. Like, because I feel like even if you don't feel like you're at a distance, like it feels like he can tell, like he feels like you're putting him at a distance, and you might be actively or unconsciously putting him at a distance, and this is why. But no matter what it is, like I feel like if you give it a month or two, give it some space for a month or two, like I feel like you'll get your answer. I feel like the divine will light your path, will show you what they wanted to show you. They're asking you to be patient, and maybe this is kind of like an old lesson, just making sure you got it down, by not zooming ahead in this connection, committing right away, committing faster than you want, or making big decisions in regards to a relationship right off the bat, like taking your time with it, especially if your intuition, your guides are telling you to. And I feel like you already have this lesson down. That's why the divine counterpart is coming in. But this is just kind of this is a kind of a choice. Like, I mean, you have free will. You can settle down or move forward with this person if you choose. But I do feel strongly it's going to be to your benefit if you wait a little bit. All right. All right, so pile 14, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 44, with the Ocean Jasper and the 10 of Flutes card, the 10 of Cups. It says the proposal here on the bottom. We're looking at his thoughts of you. We're looking at his thoughts of you overall, and then right now, if he's thinking about you literally as you're watching this reading, we'll see what he's thinking about. So let's start with what he thinks about you overall. The Tower card, oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Whew. What an explosion. What an unexpected energy. Okay, so this is the energy of something unexpected happening, but next to the proposal, I feel like this is a complete shock. So I'm getting like he's been like hit with the knowing that you're the one, that he's gonna marry you. You know how like people talk about the moment someone knew when that person was there, like the one. I feel like he just had like a moment like that with you. Or the second, I feel like two energies here. The second energy is like he's shocked to find out that someone proposed to you, or someone is going to propose to you when he has like such a huge crush on you or something like that. Or it might be that like he had a secret plan to propose to you, or like maybe, you know, depending on where your connection is, like maybe to ask you out, or to, you know, your first date, or your or move in with you, and then like someone ruined his plans for him. Like, you know, maybe he told like your friend or one of his friends, and someone had like a big mouth and like ruined the surprise, and he was like looking forward to it, something like that. Because unexpected, he's shocked. Okay, so when I hear the sirens during a reading, that is my sign that this is like an emergency emergency energy. But I'm not getting it's like a bad energy. It's not like someone's hurt or anything. It's just like, I feel like for you, this is like shocking. This changes things. This is like unexpected, out of the blue. You know, your angels are trying to get your attention. Like something has changed here. Okay. What has changed? Okay, intuition. Okay, and so you might be actually picking up on this too, because you might be getting a ton of signs, synchronicities. You're getting this reading. You're getting the energy through this reading. Something is off. Something is wrong. Something is changed in the connection. Someone new has entered your life or his life, or he finally made the decision that you're the one. He's finally made the decision to have you back. He finally made the decision that like, oh my goodness, she's the one I want to marry. She's the one I want to live the rest of my life with. Or, you know, like maybe something actually happened. Maybe something happened in your home or his home. It's like, okay, this is it. Final straw. We have to move in together. Like maybe it's an emergency situation that causes the two of you to kind of move to the next level sooner than either of you thought, or at least he thought. This is a complete surprise to him. And so I feel like he's completely taken aback. And I feel like before he even gets to tell you, you might notice like his mood is off, or he's like trying to avoid you, avoid eye contact, avoid calls, messages, or even talking to you, because he's trying to like kind of wrap this around his head, like how he's going to tell you what he should do next, you know, because something is changed. And yeah, you're going to definitely pick up on that energetically, intuitively, or just by like little cues he's giving off. Okay. But like mixed with this like proposal card, like, and the 44, do definitely think it's like it's a good thing. Um, it just kind of took him off guard, or maybe he just like wished like someone didn't ruin the surprise, or maybe like it's just a surprise for both of you. Maybe like he was planning to like propose to you, and then like literally like 2 days before, like his friend does it to his fiance, and it's like to his girlfriend or something, and he's just like, "Are you kidding me? Like I told you I was gonna do this day. Why would you do that to me?" Like, or something like one of your parents um, fell ill, and this one of you decided like, hey, I need to move closer to them to help them at this time, and the other person's like, you know what, well, that sucks, like, oh no, like, but time to make a decision, I'm coming with you, I'm moving with you, or something like that. Yeah, shocker. Okay, so um I also get something like about him like going through some sort of awakening, like being spiritually awakened because of you, or his mind has opened, his heart has opened because of you. You completely like broke that barrier between this physical realm and that energetic spiritual realm. And I feel like for you too, I feel like you also, while in connection with your person, Pile 44, broke through some barriers, kind of really evolved in the time that you've known him, started talking to him, and whatnot. Okay, so what else is going on overall? I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. Oh my god, I literally just said that. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So I try not to give like too much personal information during these readings, because I feel like who cares if people. I feel like there's tarot card readers out there who give too much personal information. It's like no one cares, no one cares about anyone else that much, Let's say they know them. But I'm doing a juice cleanse right now, and I feel like the messages are just so high vibe right now. So on point. Yeah, but your person, yeah, he definitely went through some sort of like, even if it's not like a spiritual awakening, like he saw something from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, because of you. Like the meaning behind all this, because I feel like the tower is something like seemingly negative happening, but then he's like, oh, you know what, I'm so glad that my rude friend proposed, right before I did, even though I told him what I was doing, because what I really wanted to do was take her to this place in a couple weeks from now and do it there. Like, you know what, this kind of makes that decision for me, like I'm gonna do that instead, or something like that. Like, you know what, I'm sad, and I like pray for whatever negative circumstances happened, but I'm happy that it forced me to make a decision about leveling up this connection, or something like that. Wow. So he's like learning to see the higher perspective of things. Everything happens for a reason, kind of thing. All right, so what else do they think about you overall? Family. Okay, yeah. So this is, I do feel like it's related to family. So like he's thinking about making you his family, like proposing, or introducing you to his family, or seeing your family, or like maybe you two are just thinking about moving in with your family. Maybe thinking about growing your family. So it might be like something about pregnancy or something like that. Yeah, but there's something about family. What's important in life, valuing that, taking action on that, really seeing it clearly now. Wow, Pile 44, you've had a tremendous impact on your person, and they're really grateful because they're like, oh my goodness, I almost missed out on this like really important message, lesson, opportunity here. Like Pile 44 is the one. How did I not see it before? Or how did I, like, I feel like if you're in little to no communication, I feel like this person like kind of felt like they already messed it up, so there's no salvaging this, and kind of keep beating themselves up whenever they thought of you or this connection about how they missed out on this opportunity. And it's like, you know, if you're still alive and she's still alive, there's still a chance here, you know? Yeah, but I feel like proposal, growing your family, being closer to family, prioritizing the relationship, something like that, moving in together, creating a home, kind of thing. That's kind of something that you kind of really shook him awake in, because I feel like he, you know, didn't see it before at all. Everything just kind of clicked. Okay, so what about right now? Is there anything he's thinking about you at this very moment that you're watching this reading? Imagination. Okay, so I feel like you know how I said before, like you've opened his mind and his heart. I feel like he's now picturing what life in this new circumstances will be like. You know, whether it's like moving in together, tying the knot, growing your family, or something like that. He's imagining what it would be like, maybe moving in with one of your folks, or closer to one of your folks, or having one of your folks move in with you guys. Combining families, something like that. He's now like picturing it, because before he didn't see it, he didn't think it was good. He just thought like, you know what, everything's going wrong, you know, this isn't how it's supposed to be. I missed my chance. Now it's not ever going to be the same. And he's just like, you like kind of like unveiled the truth about connections with people, what's important in life. And now he's imagining things, actually visualizing things of what it would be like if you two kind of, you know, went through with this. Most probably will go through with this. Okay, as soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power towards what I want. Yes, oh my God, that's exactly what the energy was. As soon as I choose to see the light, the truth, the higher perspective, the reason why everything is happening, in the dark corners, I redirect my power towards what I want. And so he's like, this is what I want. Why did I keep doubting myself? Or how could I not see it before? Why did I like not see the higher perspective? Like, why didn't I just wait a second, wait a few days to see the bigger meaning behind this? Some seemingly negative thing happened. This was a blessing in disguise. So now that he's seeing it that way, he can redirect his energy towards what he wants, and he's imagining this new future with you, because his dark corners where he was hiding all these doubts and beating himself up for this negative thing happening, or feeling like all is lost, like what am I going to do now, or not even seeing the light, like not even seeing the potential here between the two of you. Now he can see the light. Wow. So what else does he see? Does he think about the relationship between the two of you at this very moment? King of Swords, it's time for me to make a decision. It's time for me to stand up and speak my truth and lead the way, help lead the way, help shine the light, do this for the both of us, you know, declare it to my beautiful Pile 44. It's time for me to stand up for what's right. Like, she showed me what I was missing. She showed me the intuitive puzzle piece I was missing, the higher perspective, the reasoning things that might be happening, the taking the positive out of this negative, the higher reason, the silver lining, the better, you know, way to look at this, the blessing in disguise. And now it's my job, my responsibility to take action on it, make plans with it, speak up, make decisions, tell her what's going on, move forward with this. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah, so true. I just kept telling you, like, yeah, you kind of they need to make a plan, and they need to, like, kind of move forward with this. So I feel like this was your energy. Like, you were kind of imagining this, like maybe the solution to this problem, and he was kind of like, no, that's stupid, or I don't want to do that, or I don't want to think about this, it's such a horrible situation, or everything's ruined. And you were kind of like, no, like, we can still salvage this, or like, no, like, nothing bad happened, like, can't you see, like, this is like a blessing in disguise, or like, come on, like, can't you see the positive in this, like, can't you, like, get yourself up, like, get yourself not to beat yourself up, and like, kind of move forward with this, like, this is going to continue happening, like, this in a relationship, in a connection, like, bad things are going to happen, like, I need to know that you're going to be able to, stand up and do what's right, and make decisions, and make a call. Like, I can't be the only one constantly thinking of a solution to our problems, and thinking of plans, and making practical plans and practical solutions for us. And he gets it now. It's like nothing ever happens if you don't make a call, if you don't make a decision, if you don't see the vision, if you don't make plans. And so he's finally doing the thing that you did a lot in this connection. This tower moment could even be you being like, I'm sick and tired of, you not getting it. Whatever it is. Like, I feel like you're like, I need someone who can visualize this future with me, make practical plans, make decisions, not get down if things like fail, big or small. Like, I need someone who's like a rock, who can be a support system, and can do this kind of work. Visualizing, making practical plans, making practical solutions, not getting down every time you get knocked down. That. Yeah, so the tower moment could be like you being like, I'm leaving, or, my sister wants me to be there for her when she's having her baby, and I'm gonna do that. What I'm not even gonna ask you what you want to do, because you're not gonna give me anything I know from knowing you for so long, or something like that, And he's like, oh my gosh, she's right. I've had so many moments like this in my life and in this relationship where I don't make a decision. I just become a curmudgeon and just sit here and complain, and I don't think of solutions. I don't help her visualize a better future, a better plan. I don't try to take practical steps. I don't step up. I just bring her down, so I get where she's coming from, kind of thing. Yeah. Wow, okay, pile 44. So expect something unexpected that leads to a more promising future between you and him. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I would really appreciate a like or comment. I just saw 1313, so that may be something you want to look up. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my channelings. It's really high vibe, right? It's like different. It's unique. I don't know how I compare to other tarot card readers. I don't compare myself, but I'm just saying. I haven't met anyone who reads like this. Maybe one other tarot card reader. 2. That's it. But yeah, with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. This is a new topic. I hope you enjoyed it. And I wish you much love and light.